All right, this is working wonderfully. I want to run my people right here. Disclaimer: this show's edutainment stands for education and also a little bit of entertainment and fun. It's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Plus, you got to do your own research. I'm just getting started. I'm looking at some charts. All right, I'm excited today because we're talking about Nike. Nike was in the news last couple days, so I'm going to get to it pretty quick. I'm getting ready. Sip my coffee. Boom! Hi, social media world. I'm Alfred Gordon Liu. This is 8 at 8, and 8 minutes starts right now, just like that. All right, today we're following Warren Buffett's advice to invest in the S&P 500, and if you want to dive a little bit deeper, we're looking at 20 companies per Warren's advice to make us really wealthy. And today we're looking at the company Nike. Most of you have heard it. Their logo, just do it. I think it's changed over the years. But I really fell in love with this company because I have family in Portland, Oregon. That's where their headquarters were. And just to see the first big kind of headquarters I've ever seen, or you could run around it. They have wonderful running track around the whole facility. It was just cool to be there, to know where this is where Nike shoes were made or where they were designed. So those of you who want to know, if you want to do a little bit of momentum investing, I've been looking at sector ETFs as well, breaking down the S&P 500. This one, Nike, is in consumer discretionary. That's the XLY if you're looking to invest just in this. And I think this is where most people kind of start. We are consumers, or we're young kids. We go to the mall and we get our first introduction to business or investing by buying candy or buying, our clothes. So Nike is pretty home and dear. And I think this is a great jumping start or a starting point to invest in what you know or invest in what you like. So let's go to it now. For those positional traders that love Nike, they've been wearing Nikes for a long time. They even got the original Jordans and they love it. They want to buy and hold this company. Let's take a look at how it's doing this month as well. So I can see here I've been trying to figure out how I can get this to you guys. As you can see, there's one arrow right here, boom. There's one arrow right here, boom. And then there's one arrow right here. So that all changed in the month of February. And I'm going to zoom in here. See, come on, zoom. No zoom. No zoom. Oh, I might not be able to zoom today. Let's see here. Zoom. Zoom. Oh, yeah, a little zoom. Zoom out, zoom in. There you go. Perfect, I love it. So, obviously, this month, it hasn't totally confirmed yet, but February, it's actually turned less. So, in terms of the moving average, this stock price is lower than the 20-day average. There are definitely more sellers than buyers these days. And obviously, the mood of this wonderful stock is going down. So, those of you who are holding Nike, it might be a time to convert to a money market fund, or pick something else as well, because people are definitely leaving this space. Let's talk about those people that are looking to intraday and looking to swing trade this as well. So I'm going to find this for you. This one, oh my, I have something here already. Let's remove that. This is, we're looking at specifically swing traders, and we're looking at Bollinger Bands. As you can see, right off the bat, I know that there was some news here, so I want to point out some cool things that happened right here. Look at that. Look at those candles out of that Bollinger Band zone. There's also another opportunity back in January as well. So obviously their numbers have been increasing, and if you love Nike, you see a lot of value in it. Know that it could be potentially, I'm not going to say, oh, you know what, why we're looking at S&P 500. How did this change? I apologize, everybody. Let's do that. That was S&P 500. Let's go back. My bad. So here, Let's look at Nike specifically, and we're going to do this again now that we've got some practice. Boom. Boom. So this is all the way back in January that it had its three arrows right there. So definitely overpriced. Now it's going under. It's 20-day average. There are more sellers, and obviously the sentiment on this is people are moving away from this stock. And I got the Nike now. We're zooming into these Bollinger Bands. I got to pick the right screen here for you to see. This is those of you who are momentum trading. Get rid of that there. And look at that. Same thing as the S&P 500. You'll notice that they had a big dip. This is usually because Russia invaded Ukraine, and the whole market's got it all spooked. There was another event right here, just in early January, moved as well with the market. But definitely, it's below our Bollinger Band on the lower range. So there could be a potential buying here and selling up at the top for those of you who are looking to trade the momentum. But this is what we're really after here. You'll notice that here it says, oh, it's behind me, you can't see that. Right here, click, click, click. There you go. And let's zoom in here. Come on, zoom, zoom, there you go. You'll notice that earnings call, they reported a little bit lower. They still are paying their dividends. So let's take a look at what this says here for earnings calls. This is the wonderful website. One thing I forgot to tell you, every company that's usually listed in the public stock market has an investors relation webpage. So it looks a little different than their normal consumer page, but you also want to go this. They got great information. But here you can look at their earnings call, you can look at their quarterly reports. But this report right here is what kind of tanked a lot of things for Nike this past couple months, and specifically for Foot Locker. They've decided to do more of a direct-to-consumer model. So, boom, they're pulling their sneakers from Foot Locker, which is going to really hurt them. But as you can see, here we got Nike on the charts here. They reported they will. Oh, why is this all backwards here? Earnings date. Let's fix this a little bit. Come on. Apologize. Let's reset this. Ooh, you're watching it today. How come we're all backwards here? Maybe we're on previous screens. That looks a little bit better. Sorry if it's all over the place. But we're looking specifically at Nike here. They're going to report on March 16th. The market is expecting it to be 0.71 EPS. We'll see. That's kind of in line. They have been in that range before. Definitely, I'm looking at that. That's something that's not too bad in their pre-pandemic levels, but are they getting a little bit better? We'll figure out on March 16th if that's a nice surprise or not. But there you go. So those of you who are swing traders know that March 16th is a really important day for Nike, as they're going to be really volatile in and around that day. So that's what I got to say. And it could be volatile to upside if they really report, or it could be even further on sale. So take a look at that, and we're going to move on. I know where those circles are coming from now. Let's take a look at this. I'm looking at intraday chart, and because I drew a circle in one, it's drawn the circle the other. I don't know if I like that, so we might get away from these wonderful gray circles that I got going on, because that is definitely messing up my intraday chart. And I'm going to replace this with a Fibonacci, which you're going to like a little bit better. So what we do, take Fibonacci's, go to the lows, to the highs for our intraday traders, as we're really just trying to match up floors and ceilings, see where there's a little bit of resistance and some support. I like this right here. That's just outside of our bands, but let's take that as a general thing. We'll zoom in for today. As you can see, well, let's talk about time management there. You just got to see that, and it dropped. I gotta find my screen. Still finding it. Talk about Monday, everybody. Boom! Anyway, for those of you intraday traders, it's in a wonderful channel. It's flowing up at 136.19, and it's gonna hit a ceiling right about 317.88. So you're in that channel. Right now it's on the upper 10 to kind of test that ceiling again. So those are the news for intraday traders. Again, swing traders, March 16th. We're going to get an earnings call on Nike. That's going to move things a lot. So with that said, everybody, thank you for coming back on Monday. Nike, invest what you know. Take a look at the charts. Do your evaluations. Do a little bit of fundamentals. All right, everybody. I'm peacing out. Tomorrow, we're looking at another company. We're going to move this here. Tomorrow, we're looking at Pfizer. You might have heard of this company. You might have also been Pfizer. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, Pfizer, and see how the charts are going to go. Especially since we're opening up. Peace out, everybody.